Welcome back to Your Town. I'm Jacqueline Dioria.
And I'm Sean Leary.
This month we're featuring Deptford Township, the third largest town in Gloucester County, Sean.
Third largest. That must mean it has some great history behind it.
A lot of history, and I'll give you all the details later in the show.
Well, that'll be nice. Guess what I'm going to do?
What?
I'm coming right here to Chuck Solar Park to take place in Deptford Day.
Okay.
I'm going to try to win some prizes, play little games, mingle with the people.
Try to win some prizes.
Wait, you don't think I can win prizes?
I don't know.
Hey, this is an athletic body right here. I can do it. Shoot a little hoop.
Anyway, we'll also tell you about how the town is making out in its quest to get a postage stamp commemorating the first hot air balloon flight in America.
I thought that went over to a bay.
Well, Mayor William Bean is going to clarify that later in the show, and we'll get his answers later. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with more. Welcome back to Your Town. If you want to know about the rich history of Deptford Township, just ask Geraldine Johnson. She is the official Deptford Township historian and has been storing much of the town's history right in her own basement. It all began in 1960 when she found herself clipping newspaper articles about Deptford Township.
I have to tell you, I don't really have a one reason, but I was involved in establishing the Deptford Library. And we started to clip the newspapers of all the things that were written about the library. And I found myself clipping things about Deptford Township. Now, it took quite a few years for me to get into this habit totally. But basically speaking, that's when it started. And then people would give me things. They would say, "Oh, Jerry, you say things about Deptford. Why don't you take..." Or why don't you take, and that's how I came about having some of these other things.
Eventually, she says most of the collection will be housed in the James H. Johnson Memorial Library, which was named after her late husband. Sitting in her basement, Geraldine takes us back in time.
The history of Deptford Township goes all the way back to 1623, when Cornelius Jacobson May sailed up the Delaware River and built a fort. In fact, it was Fort Nassau on Big Timber Creek. Deptford was first called Bethlehem. However, Deptford didn't become Deptford until 1695.
Many people believe Deptford was named after a seaside town in England. However, some people believe the name Deptford is a variation of Deptford and was named Deptford because of the various streams surrounding the township. Every town in Gloucester County came from Deptford and Greenwich townships.
It's important that we realize, that people realize, and particularly people from Deptford, that Deptford once covered all of the area from Delsea Drive to the end of Monroe Township.
Today, Deptford is 17.35 square miles and has a population of 25,000. There are about 35 communities in Deptford Township. With the convenience of major roadways and the Walt Whitman Bridge, it only takes 10 to 20 minutes to get from Deptford to Philadelphia. Deptford's town center district surrounding Deptford Mall is one of South Jersey's largest retail centers. The Delaware Valley Regional Planning Commission predicts that Gloucester County will be the fastest growing county in New Jersey for the next several decades. Some of the historical sites in Deptford Township include Jonas Cattell's gravesite. Cattell was one of Deptford's famous Revolutionary War heroes.
He served in both of the battles of Trenton and Princeton. He was working as a blacksmith in Haddonfield when he heard about the Hessians were going to overrun Fort Mercer. And he ran from Haddonfield to Fort Mercer to warn Colonel Greene and the Patriots. He's reported to have outrun an Indian in a race when he was 50 years old. The race was supposed to have been from Mount Holly to the Woodbury section of Deptford. He was also reported to have gone on foot from Deptford to Cape Island, some 80 miles away, and delivered a letter and returned to Deptford the next day with an answer. he told these tales about himself, I understand. And lots of other tales have come down concerning him.
Another historical site is a small white frame church. It was built in 1868 as the Almanesson Methodist Church, but a larger church would have to be built as the congregation grew. The church then became Deptford Library. Today it is a Boy Scout hall. And then there is the famous Clement oak tree.
It's on the Thompson site, the Thompson electronics site. And Thompson's very good. During the day, if you take the side road, you can go back to the tree. There's a placard there because that was where the origin of the first balloon landing was. So there's 2 plaques back there commemorating. We did that on the 300th anniversary of the balloon flight. We put a commemorative plaque back there.
But there is more to Deptford Township history than meets the eye. For the last 20 years, Mayor William Bain, Geraldine Johnson, and other township residents have been fighting to get a postage stamp in honor of the first hot air balloon flight in America. Never mind Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, and Wilbur and Orville Wright's first airplane ride. Mayor Bain says Deptford is staking its claim as the pioneering place for aviation in America. And it's all due to the antics of Jean-Pierre Blanchard, a Frenchman who took off from Philadelphia in a hot air balloon on January 9, 1793. Bain has even written President Clinton asking for his help in getting Deptford its stamp.
It's really a slow process. We've written letters to the President of the United States and to the Vice President of the United States, which he's directed to the Postmaster General. But it's a real complicated situation because it's a civilian committee that goes through all the applications and all the intricate parts of putting a stamp together. I think we deserve a stamp. I really do. If our friend Bugs Bunny can get a stamp, I'm pretty sure that Deptford Township should be able to get a stamp for the first balloon flight in America.
But the Postal Service won't budge. The actual spot where Blanchard landed is in dispute.
There's a lot of controversy about what type of balloons and where it landed. But actually at that point, everything in this region for miles was Deptford Township. So it was not a point whether it said, the history book says near Woodbury. You know, that's what the history book said. So we got to try to bring it in tighter, try to bring it in more closely and relate it more to where the actual site was.
The stamp may be in limbo, but Bain promises to put together a committee to make the stamp a reality.
I don't know for anybody else, but for myself, it would bring honor to Deptford. And anything that will make Deptford look like the grand old lady that she is good. If we should get a stamp, it would also have to honor Philadelphia, because the balloon flight started in Philadelphia and wound up in Deptford. So I would love to see this stamp come about.
We hope you learned a little bit more about the history of Deptford Township. In the next segment, Sean will tell us about some of the updated security measures at Deptford Township High School in the wake of the terrible tragedy at Columbine High School in Colorado.
Good morning. How's everyone? It's a beautiful day. We're going to have a lot of fun out here today. I know some people have missed the parade this morning, but I can assure you, I'll guarantee you, there'll be a big, better parade next year on Deptford Day. I'll give you my word on that. There's a lot of good things happening, today here in the park. Come out, support the community, come out and get together as a community, and tonight we're going to have a spectacular fireworks at dusk in the field.
What a nice day here in Deptford. There's all kinds of different things you can do. There's different things to buy. They got some food here. They got shirts. They got clothing. All kinds of arts and crafts. Right now we're at JJ's Airbrushing, and John's the owner of this establishment. What's so much fun about having a day like this? Obviously, you got a volume of people that are coming in to buy your shirts, but how much fun is it to sit here and have this many clientele to come in?
Oh, you get to meet everybody from the town. It's a great event. It's well run. It's nice.
Deptford Day is also about the kids. So many kids here having a good time. I'm one of them. I'm a big kid at heart. I'm here with Maurice Patterson. Maurice is a Deptford resident, right?
Yep.
And Maurice, what do you like best about Deptford Day?
The rides and the firecrackers.
Yeah, what do you like about the rides?
They're fun and make me dizzy and stuff.
Yeah, make you dizzy. What rides have you going on today?
The gladiator ride and the spinning ride.
And which ones you like the best?
The spinning ride.
The spinning ride, you didn't get sick, did you?
Nope.
Well, if Maurice can do it, so can I. Can't believe I gotta sign my life away for this ride. I'm not gonna get sick on this ride, am I?
I don't know, maybe.
Oh, gosh. How long does it last? 2 minutes?
A few minutes.
A few minutes? All right, I'm gonna give it a shot. Looks like a lot of fun. I'm fine. I'm okay.
Deptford Day isn't all fun and games. They put me to work.
3 for $1. 3 for, you only get 3 of them. 3 of them for, 3 for $1. How can you go wrong for only $1? You get 3 of these things. 3 for $1. This guy wants to buy 3 of them. All right, get them on a hot. They're hot dogs. 1 for $1. 2 for $2. 3 for $3. Oh, hey, look what I got for 3 of them. 3 of them for just $1. For just $1. I'll trade you. I'll trade you that thing for 3 of these. Ha! Another $1. Another $1. Hot dogs. 1 for $1, 2 for $2. 10 of them, $10. $10. 10 of them. $10.
Give me $5.
$5 worth? 5?
Yeah, for whatever $5.
All right, 3. You get 3 for 5. You get 3 of these things. There you go. 3, 4, 5. I think you're gonna be the winner.
Yeah. I got a lucky Irish name. I hope I'm the winner.
Oh, look, what's your name?
Murphy.
Murphy, your first name?
Daniel.
Daniel Murphy?
Yes.
That's a cool name. I don't have any change.
No.
Looks like you lose out. You enjoying your hot dog, Jim?
Oh, it's great. Yeah, well, it's a great day, great weather, great crowd, and it looks like it's going to be a really successful day.
It's been a real nice day. You're enjoying that hot dog, though, aren't you?
Oh, yes. That's the best part about one of these things.
You know who made that hot dog?
Well, I'm probably looking at the guy.
You sure are. And I made the relish.
It was a good job.
I'm lying to you, Jim. I'm lying to you. There you go. I better get back to work, though. Them hot dogs are screaming for me. Making hot dogs for Jim Atkinson, everybody who wants one. I'm selling hot dogs, tickets. We're having a great time here at Deptford Day.
I like Deptford Day because it's really close to where I live and I can just walk down here and there's lots of good food and it's fun to hang out with friends and have a good time.
It's just a great way to get together with your friends and just have a great time and, just spend money that your parents give to you.
You get to spray stuff in your hair, you get to throw ink at each other, the magic ink.
You get ice cream and all this other fun stuff, and you get to meet up with everybody you're friends with in school.
I like Deptford Day because there's a lot of fun things and you can buy a lot of stuff and they have cool items that you can get and it's just like you're here with all your friends.
I'm not going home empty-handed. I'm going to win a prize. I'm with the South Jersey's Marching Mavericks. They have a dart toss. They also have a basketball hoop competition. I can just toss a couple in. I'm going to at least hit 3 or 4. I'm with Pat. He doesn't think I can do it.
Only 1 in 100 make all 4 shots. It's
I'm going
impossible.
to make 3 or 4. Watch this. Ready? Watch this. True champ at this game. True champ. Didn't think I could do that, did you, Pat?
2.
Where do you want me to hit? What do you, blue, yellow, orange?
Oh, jeez. Give him his Phillies bat.
Phillies bat. I told you I'm winning a prize. Phillies bat. Now, dart toss. Now you want me to throw some hoops? I told you. Pat, you didn't believe me. I'm a natural athlete. I can hit this. Here you go. Watch this. Nothing but net. Nothing but net. Allen Iverson right here. There was a little wind. Did you feel that wind? That was a big, huge draft. Huge draft.
Sure.
Oh man, that was weak. What are these rims? They're probably not even regulation. Is that regulation?
No regulation.
You sure I'm going with the other one? Oh man, this is rigged. This game is definitely rigged.
Not
you
rigged.
sure?
You can check it out yourself. I built it myself.
What do I get if I hit this last one?
Nothing.
Nothing? What if I step back into the 3-point range?
Ball.
Bounce ball? Here it is. 3-point range. It's rigged. Rigged. I was jobbed. I can't believe this.
There you go.
Hawaiian Lays. I'll take them. But I do have my Phillies bat. I'm going to try something else out now.
Another year, another great day for Deptford Township. But come Monday, it's back to work, especially for Deptford Township High School Principal Joseph Canatero, who recalls the tragic day of the Columbine High School shootings.
When I heard about the Columbine incident, it just made me freeze in place because, as a principal of a high school, you just right away think that this could happen to your school, and I could be in that situation, or students could be in that situation. And it's just, a frightful and tragic experience that happened for those people. And then you sit and wait for the copycats and the bomb threats or whatever that happen to your school. And, as you're aware, it's spreading throughout the country, and we did have a former student who was residing in North Carolina make a bomb threat. And we had to evacuate the school because there's no doubt that you just have to err on the side of safety and be very conservative in making your calls and getting the students out to a safe environment. Fortunately, we were able to, through the caller ID system, trace the individual, and he was arrested and right now sent back to North Carolina pending his trial.
In the last 5 years, Deptford has implemented many security measures, including surveillance cameras and locked doors at all exits. Recently, a new system to log and record all telephone calls was also installed, but Canatero still focuses on the side of precaution.
We could put all these safety measures in effect, lock doors, shut the building down, but it's a public school, and it's never going to be tight as a drum. So you just have to train people so that in case there's a problem, they'll be able to respond appropriately or the best way they can in any type of crisis situation. The one thing we're doing, and it's unfortunate we have to do this, we are going to put on the one door that is unlocked, we're going to now lock it and put a surveillance camera with the buzzer system and a voice box. So if anyone has to enter the school, they're going to have to go through that mechanism. And they're doing that in all the public schools in Deptford.
The new security measures aren't the only advances in technology Deptford High School students have seen. Director of Technology in Deptford Public Schools, Faisal Yohari, explains what's in store for the future of educating students.
We will become part of what is called, there is a consortium being worked out in the county. They're bringing a county-wide distance learning system where if there is a class being taught at the ETTC, for example, we can tap into that. Since we will be members of that, we can tap into that, and our kids could reap the benefit of being taught remotely by somebody else without having to be on location. We could have a teacher in China teaching physics to kids here at the high school at Deptford Township.
Yeah, I'm real proud of my high school. I mean, we have a bad reputation throughout the state, but it's a really good school, and they've been improving academically. And technology, yeah, they've improved 100%. Anything that a big school like Cherry Hill East or West would have, we have it here.
Deptford High School also has Project Graduation, an event-filled night following the ceremony, where classmates can get together for a great time.
It's of activities, there's no need to drink. Just the fact that it's the last night with your friends as a class, whoever decides to go.
Everyone's really excited about it because they anticipate it. You get to vote on the theme. We got to vote on exactly what activities were there.
I heard you have bumper boats. There's like water. You got like bumper cars, but you're in boats. They got I heard there's like sumo wrestlers. You get in a big suit and you beat each other up for a little bit.
The advancement of the school system doesn't stop at the high school. Superintendent of Schools, Dr. David Moyer, explains the mandatory preschool coming in the year 2002.
We're going to have early childhood center or centers within the district, and it's going to tie in very nicely to the things that we're doing in the early grade. So it's the best thing we've done for small children since I've been here in 22 years.
Now sit back and enjoy some sights and sounds of Deptford Township.
Deptford Township's #1.
We love Deptford Day. It's the greatest. We love Deptford Day. It's #1.
I am Joe Smith, a senior at Deptford Township High School, and I'd just like to say good luck to the class of 1999, and also thank you to all my friends and family for all their support in the past 4 years.
Hi, I'm Mike Armstrong, and I'm a senior at Deptford High School. I'd like to wish all the seniors a happy graduation, and we'll be back with more of Your Town.
Thanks for staying with us. Now we're going to go visit Mayor Bain and find out about all the latest things coming to Deptford Township.
Deptford's on the move. We're really on the move. Youth Center, right now, matter of fact, I'm meeting on the 26th with Irving Fryer, former Philadelphia Eagle great, and Irv is a great man. He truly is a great man. He loves children. God and him are hand in hand because he's a minister, and him and I really are on the same page when it comes to the kids. So he offered to get involved. He has a Fryer Foundation, and he offered to get involved raising monies for the center to do the ancillary work, for the baskets, for the scoreboard, for the sound systems. And Irv's looking at the possibility of putting some workplace machinery in there, like computers and all, for the kids.
The ground has been broken, and Bain expects the center to be open in early fall.
My theory and my thoughts are that the children are our future. And if we have to try to get them at the lower levels, the early years, and at this youth center, it's going to be the home for our girls and boys basketball team, plus our wrestling squad. First time in history they've ever had a room of their own.
And 2 new Marriotts will be built.
We have a Fairfield Marriott on Route 41. It'll be up and opened by July. That'll be the first hotel in the history of our town. I say that tongue-in-cheek because I don't know if we had an inn or a hotel back in the 1700s, but I know it's the first one that I'm aware of in modern history.
Bain says the new hotels will be a boon for the town.
With the 2000 Republican National Convention coming to Philadelphia, and believe me, their money spends well. They're welcome in my town. I want them to use our hotels. Come and use the great, beautiful Deptford Mall. Matter of fact, I'm going to write a letter to the National Republican Committee asking them if, put Deptford Township as far as a overflow town, because I'll have 200-300 rooms here, and also for junkets from Philadelphia to the Deptford Mall, because I know they're going to be going to Susan Bass Levin's town in Cherry Hill. So I figure if I can get them, I'm only 5 minutes from Philadelphia. If you take either bridge, I'm 5 minutes from Philadelphia if you don't hit the afternoon traffic.
Some new stores are coming to Deptford Township. Right now, Dick's Sporting Goods is already open. JCPenney's is coming to the Deptford Mall, and Applebee's will be open by the end of June.
We're going out there actively seeking, and people are actively seeking us now because they really believe Deptford is a place to be in Gloucester County, because we are the Mecca, we are the realm. We're trying to move ahead. You got to be business friendly. At the same time, you don't want to give away the store. See, because we have responsibilities to our residents first. Businesses are nice, but we have to make sure that the businesses are compatible to our town and where they're located, so they don't interfere with people's quality of life.
And if you haven't seen the beautification project on Clemens Bridge Road between Almanesson Road and Route 42 near the mall, Mayor Bain says go check it out.
We got together with Home Depot. Home Depot's went out there, and we've taken and put banners out there advertising the stores around the mall, in the mall. We've taken and put antique lamp post out there with a big D on the top of them. Everyone that comes to Deptford Township thinks how beautiful that strip looks. It's even going to be better now. We're going to, as of tomorrow, we're going to start putting a sprinkling system, irrigation system here, so we can have a different variety of plants and flowers. It's really going to be beautiful. And I would recommend anybody in town that hasn't been to Town Center. It's in front of the Adelphia. It's in front of the Deptford Mall. Straight down there. At night, at one time, you go down there, it'd be pitch dark after 10 o'clock when the mall lights went out. Now it's this beautiful string of lights going from 42 to Almanesson Road. Absolutely looks gorgeous. It really does.
Mayor Bain has really filled us in on all these exciting projects coming to your town, Deptford Township. Stay tuned, we'll be right back with more.
Look what I got.
What do you have, Sean?
Phillies bat, 2 Hawaiian leis, and a nice shirt. Look at that shirt.
Wow. Oh, did you bring this back for me?
Well, we'll talk about that later. Maybe.
Maybe.
Chance.
Brought me back a gift.
And also,
what?
Look at this Phillies bat.
Yeah.
I won this playing darts.
Yeah.
Deptford Day. Okay.
All I had to do
So you
was-
actually won something.
Yeah, I won something. I told you I had some athletic skills.
Ah.
So I had the dart toss, and I was like hitting all the balloons. Got them all done.
Okay.
All 4 of them. All 4. 4 tries, 4 chances. All 4 of them went down.
Oh, I could have done that.
Basketball toss, I did really well at that, and I got these 2.
Pretty good.
Yeah, not bad. How was the stamp?
Well, actually, the town is setting up a committee, and they're doing some progress right now. But it might take a little while.
So it did land here in Deptford.
Yes, it did land here in Deptford.
Well, that's
It might
exciting.
take a couple more years before we can get the postage stamp here, though.
Well, that sounds good.
Well, that's it for this edition of Your Town.
That's right. Maybe you can be on your town.
Next month, we'll bring our cameras into Westville. Have a good night tonight. We'll see you next time.